Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the First Ninja Sports Podcast. I know it looks a little different this time, but that's fine. I'm your host, Michael O'Brien, here virtually with my fantastic co-host, Mr.
Aiden Florsher. We are doing our first Riverside Zoom.
Yeah, shout out to Riverside and Anchor on Spotify for doing this. It's pretty sick. This is
pretty sweet setup.
Yeah.
It looks great. Very simple to use. If you're trying to do a podcast, I'd recommend using them. If
Yes.
You're trying to do it virtually, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, it's a nice platform. Enough with that. Let's get talking about what we want to talk about, right? It's Sunday when we're recording this. A week from today, we're going to be loaded up with football. 4 days from today, we're going to be watching an NFL game.
I've already been watching a little bit of football. I don't know about you. Yesterday,
Yeah, I watched college
football.
100%.
It gave me a little bit of a tingle, but not as much as like a full erection the NFL would give me.
Not even
You know what
close.
I mean?
Not even close.
But the Ohio State game was good last night.
Yeah, it was a good game. I was watching Cincy, Arkansas a little bit. Another good game. That West Virginia Pitt game the other night was.
I watched the East Carolina NC State game, which surprisingly, bro,
I didn't watch that game. I saw the highlights. Yeah, it was crazy. The kicker missed an extra point, right?
The kicker missed 2 field goals, in a row, on back-to-back drives to lose. So it's
it's not what you want. It's not ideal.
You can't really pat him on the back after that one.
No, not at all. You cannot pat him on the back. But enough with college. Let's get going. Let's start talking about week one.
The NFL slate.
Honestly, looking at the slate, we saw a number. This week there's a record 10 home underdogs week one. We're going to be picking games against the spread. We're giving you some picks. We're going to have a little fun.
Gorgeous week one, might I add.
There's some very fun games lined up, I feel like. Week one's always fun, too, because something crazy stuff always happens. So, I'm excited.
You said, that's funny with the 10 home dogs. It seems that the first week, Vegas doesn't have the odds so perfect. So, honestly, I hear the dogs barking now.
I think there'll be some dogs barking. Yeah.
I definitely think.
Yeah, I think they'll be barking. I think we'll be barking.
Let's start it off with our
let's get
Thursday
into
opener.
it.
So how many days left? 4 days away? 5 days away from now?
4 days from now when we're recording, yeah.
Yes.
I'd say probably 3 days when this gets uploaded. But we have the Buffalo Bills at the defending Super Bowl champion, Los Angeles Rams. The Bills are 2.5-point road favorites here. What do you think?
With me, I'm probably going to go here with the Bills. I think a lot of the people are going to think getting the Rams at plus 2.5 post-Super Bowl win is going to be easy money. I could see most of the public who is square than a cube saying, oh, this is probably the easiest game of the week. Super Bowl winner plus money, give me that. But no, not me. I'm sharper than a tack. I'm going Bills minus 2.5. Josh Allen will lead me to the promised land. I promise.
Okay,
what about you, son?
I'm gonna be a square here, I guess. Right? I'm gonna take the Rams with the points 2.5. I'll probably buy it up to 3.
Square.
I don't know if I'm gonna touch this. Maybe I'm a square. I don't know if I'm gonna take a money line. I think the Bills have a good shot. This game's such a toss up. I'm gonna take the home underdog here. Game's such a toss up. I'm gonna take the Rams with 2.5 or 3 points all day at home.
If you take either side with any confidence, you're a liar. I promise you that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's no confidence on either side in this game. This is gonna be a sick game.
Didn't the lines
I get why the Bills are favored.
flip-flopped?
Yeah, I think it opened at Rams minus 1 or something, and then it just completely flipped 3 points to the other side. That's interesting.
I'm just it's sus. We'll go opposite here because one of us always got to be right?
Yeah, right.
We'll never be wrong.
At this point, one of us is going to be right. I think on a lot of these games, right? I think one of us will be right in a lot of these games. Let's see what the records are. We'll compare them at the end of the week.
Oh, yeah.
Follow us on Twitter. We'll be putting them up on our Twitter. Follow us at First Ninja Pod.
Sunday night, we'll post the
results.
Yeah.
Now let's get it going. Yeah, fuck that. Sunday, 1 p.m., we got a lot of games. Let's start it off with a game that I think I'm honestly kind of excited for, the 1 p.m. slate. The Philadelphia Eagles minus 3.5 at the Detroit Lions, Ford Field in Detroit. Hard Knocks, Dan Campbell. What the fuck do we think? I think I know what we're saying.
Yeah, this is an easy pick for both of us.
Lions.
I'm amped up for this game. This is good. I'm hoping that what's his name sends it to the Octobox multiple times this Sunday.
Dude,
Scotty
there's gonna be
Hansen.
so many there's gonna be so many quad boxes and octo boxes. It's gonna be
Because
insane.
that's the only way I'm gonna be able to watch the Lions.
It's gonna be like the Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, it's like, bring it to the Octobox, sir, for the 10th time today. And I'm like, what game do I watch? It's like 50,000 balls being thrown.
Yeah, dude,
on
I'm gonna be
screens.
like tweaking my 4 fantasy teams. I did like 10 best ball teams. I'm gonna be like
it's gonna be
flipping through my
amazing.
phone like, oh my
And
god,
no way you're not
Mitchell
throwing
gonna
a few
catch.
daily fantasy wiffle
I
ball
mean-
game, like wiffle ball tournaments. Come on.
Yeah, obviously, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get in some tourneys. I'm gonna be a millionaire or be down like $150 plus. What are you gonna do?
What's your explanation here with the Lions other than Dan Campbell? Like, I know Dan Campbell is the absolute warmonger, but
He's Genghis
stat-wise.
Khan.
yeah, he's probably impregnated most of the women in Detroit by now.
I would be shocked if he didn't. But the Lions were 6-2 against the spread at home last year, which is very nice. One of the better records in the
That's
NFL.
sneaky.
I
That's
think
a
it was like
sneaky
the
thing.
third or fourth best record against the spread at home in the NFL last year.
I like
That's
that
good.
stat.
Yes, it is good. Detroit's a tough place to play. I feel like always kind of. I mean, they were
8 miles.
overall. I think they were 11-5 against the spread last year, or 12-5, 11-6. I think 11-6 because they played 17.
And they
That's
were a
one of the
pretty
better records in the
garbage
NFL
team,
also.
so they always
Yeah,
they
the
cover.
roster's better. I think second year than system. Short line on this Eagles team, super hyped up. I think they'll be good over the course of the year. This is a short line on them though. They should, if this was in Philly, they'd be like probably 8-point favorites, right? 7 at least.
I can't get my head inside of a Vegas insider that would make the lines.
They say home games usually shift. I think was it 3 points is what
Well,
like the
I'm
cliche. I don't know how true that is.
I
but
just don't think the Eagles are an 8-point favorite of the Lions anywhere.
no.
in my opinion.
It would probably be like 6.5, 7 in Philly. That's what I'm saying. If we go by a
Okay.
3-point cliche, it's 6.5.
Then I think you're.
I don't even-
It's a very short line
Like,
for the Eagles.
It's a short line for the Eagles.
It's almost
'Cause even
screaming bet me.
People will be. It is because everyone's hyped up on the Eagles. I mean, also everyone's hyped up on the Lions. Though I'm going to take the Lions with the points here.
Oh, me
I like
too.
that they were very good against the spread last year. Second year under Campbell.
You'll probably
they'll be
never
healthy.
catch us betting on the Eagles anyway. So.
I'm sure I'll be taking the Eagles a couple times this year. Not this one though. Sadly,
I
I'll be
probably
taking
will
the
not.
Eagles. Good for you. I respect. Let's head into the next game. Saints minus
so-
5.5 in Atlanta. What are you thinking?
I'll
Saints
probably
minus 5.5 road favorites divisional game.
divisional game. See each other often. Saints minus 5. I'm taking this all day. I think this is a no-brainer pick. Falcons were 16th in passing yards per game last year for opposing teams. And I think Olave and Watson have a game.
Winston, not Watson. Watson's trying to get a
Winston. I
rubber
have
tug
Winston.
somewhere.
I have Winston wrote down here. I just misread
Yeah.
that.
It's all
You
good.
know there's a lot of mess-ups. And,
yeah, no. If you've listened to this podcast before, you know it's not the most professional operation.
Saints are 25-16 against the spread all time versus the Falcons. Won't change here, in my opinion.
All right.
I think it's going to go. Okay,
I'll
I'll let you speak
I was
here.
thinking. I was thinking the Saints. I mean, I don't really take this with much confidence, but I'm going to say Falcons plus 5.5 here.
Okay.
I could see this being one of those weird Week 1 games that just has no meaning on the rest of this. You know what I mean? Like one of those
Like the
games where
Saints
it's
just
what the
lose like by 60, and then they win the
yeah,
Super
like
Bowl.
yeah,
after.
this is like exactly. Like what the fuck just happened? Like this is a weird game, a division game. Kind of, I feel like also kind of a short line on the Saints. Everyone thinks the Falcons are going to be like really bad this year, which I don't disagree with. But 5.5 divisional game, I would buy up to 6. I'll take the home dog in a divisional game at like 6 or 7 every time, personally,
Yeah.
regardless of how true that is.
I'll probably just.
I think
I'm
it's
going
going to be kind of a close game.
I'm going to stay on the opposite side and say the Saints win by like 10. I just
Okay.
think that
See, I can see that
Falcons
happening.
don't
I can
have
see
the
the Saints pulling
offensive
them out, too.
firepower. I just don't think they have
I'm not
the
picking
offensive
Falcons with much
firepower
confidence
to
here.
keep up with them. You know,
I mean,
I think it's going to be very
Pitt's
one
London,
offensive.
CPAT's interesting. So we'll see. I think it is one-sided offensively a bit too. But who knows? I'm not picking the Falcons with any confidence there. I'm just taking
No.
the home dog because I think
Is
it's going
that
to be
more-
kind of a close game.
Is that more for like swanging your meat around and saying?
Yeah,
Falcons
that's just me
plus
saying.
5?
Yeah, me trying to be a contrarian here, so we don't have the same thing every time. I don't think I would
All
touch
right.
that game with money with a 10-foot pole. In all reality,
Really?
Not a chance.
I honestly think I would tease Saints down to like.
Nah,
Depends what teaser. If it's like a 3.4 point teaser, they get them down to like 2.
Week 1 division game is weird.
Yeah,
You
okay.
never know.
So,
Mariota's also
moving
a
on.
veteran guy. We'll see. It's an interesting game.
I can
let's
see a
move
backdoor
on.
cover. So
For sure.
the next game we got is probably going to be I think is going to be the most one-sided game, or should be the most one-sided game of the
On
slate.
paper, it should be. Yeah, I think.
Ravens minus 6.5 at Jets. That line is absurd.
That line screams trap.
That is the weirdest line ever.
I hate that line. So,
Especially
I
with
hate that
Flacco
line.
playing. Like did it really even move?
I don't think so. I think it's better that Flacco's playing. Honestly, get the revenge Joe Flacco going.
But like he has nothing to revenge for. He won a Super Bowl for them.
Yeah, but they threw him to the side. Albeit it was
That's what
Lamar
happens.
Jackson. Yeah, that's what happens
Yeah,
when you draft
that's
Lamar Jackson. But I mean,
That's what I'm.
you think Joe
he won a
Flacco's
Super-
like? You don't think Joe Flacco wants to whoop ass?
Obviously, but I don't think he's going out there like Dark Knight Returns. I'm gonna
I'm going to
disrupt
lean into
the
that
Ravens'
narrative.
day.
I'm going to lean into that narrative. Jets plus 6.5. If Wilson plays, I'm going to flip to the Ravens. Flacco, I'm so serious.
Okay, I respect that.
If it's Flacco, I'm taking the Jets with the points. If it's Wilson, I'm taking the Ravens with the points.
I'm taking Ravens alternate spread at minus 30.5 here. At
Ravens
plus
by 50.
25, plus 250.
Yeah, minus 170. All right. So yeah, I mean,
Simple stats to back this up. 7-1 in the last 8 versus the Jets. Why would that change with the Jets starting? Honestly, an old Joe Flacco, who everyone says, "Oh, it's Joe Flacco. It's not that bad." Once he steps out on that field on Sunday, he's going to look like a geriatric patient. I promise you. He's not going to look like anything like anyone.
all he has
on,
to do
the
is just
level.
be like, here's a slant, Elijah Moore. Have fun.
I don't believe that, though. I think
It
he's
is.
going to have to air it out a little bit if he wants to
They
succeed
might.
a little bit, man. And they
I think this game. I don't think the Jets win. I think it'll be kind of close, though. As much as I hate to say it, if Flacco's
Ravens
playing, like I
covered
said.
the spread 6 out of the last 8 times.
Against the Jets.
Yes.
You know why? I bet a lot of those games had Joe Flacco starting.
Okay, we can't time. It's not 2008 Joe Flacco.
It's 2022 Joe Flacco, dude.
Exactly. He
I know.
probably has
Give me
grandchildren.
the Jets.
He's probably wearing those socks that make sure your blood pressure doesn't go down on your feet. You know what I'm talking about? The diabetes socks?
Drinking pomegranate juice on the sideline.
He's like, oh, I haven't pooped in a minute.
Yeah. What time is bingo?
Joe, it's 1 p.m. We got a football game to play.
Dinner time. On to the next game. We got Patriots
Steelers.
in Miami. In Miami. Dolphins
you skipped the
minus
game.
3. I did skip a game?
Steelers
All right,
at
let's
Bengals.
just go back. All right, let's hit that first then. Steelers
let's
at
just hit that
Bengals. Bengals minus 6.5. I'm going to take the Bengals here. I just think this game is going to be an outmatching. That's really all I'm going to say. I do believe in the Super Bowl hangover. I just think the Steelers are so outmatched in this game. I think they're going to get blown out. Especially
Okay,
if it's
so-
like Trubisky playing. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. Bengals minus 6.5. I think this game's a blowout.
You can't count out Tomlin. I've said this 1,000 times.
Oh,
You can't count
over
out
the course of the
Steelers.
season, yeah. I don't like
No.
the Steelers week 1.
Over
I'm
the
not-
game,
they're-
over covering a game, I promise you, Steelers are sleepy. Pittsburgh
I
has
do like
won
take- I do
11
like
out
to-
of the last 15 meetings with Cincinnati.
Okay, that
both
was with
straight
Big,
up.
That was with Big Ben.
And against, they have. I'm not going into Big Ben. If you want to know my thoughts on Big Ben, watch episode 4, the last episode in our podcast. But I just don't. I think everyone's going to be on the Cincinnati Bengals here. And in the last 8 games, Steelers have covered 6 times again.
All right. See, I am a Tomlin guy. I just don't see it with the Steelers this year. Honestly, I just don't.
I don't think the Steelers got any worse than last year. I think they got better.
I guess you could argue that, but like also Big Ben is such a veteran guy. Even though he had a noodle arm, he still knew what he was doing. Kind of like I don't know. I think they're going to be they're going to be an interesting team to watch.
He was a jugs machine.
Frank injury.
He was a jugs machine turned on low power.
I know he sucked ass. The last 2-3 years of his career were horrible to watch.
You don't think Kenny Pickett's going to be better over the course of this year? I don't think
Kenny Pickett's going to be starting week 1, though, right? They're going to start Trubisky week 1, probably.
I think Trubisky's better than him at the state he was last year.
Maybe, but like...
Definitely.
Fucking Mitchell... Probably, but it's still Mitchell Trubisky, bro.
I know, he'll probably throw 7 picks. But
yeah, exactly. It's still Mitchell Trubisky against the Bengals. Give me the Bengals here. All day, every day.
Steelers with points all day.
All right.
Even that towel. All night.
Oh, terrible towel? You're going to be terrible toweling it up? All right, say less.
No doubt.
Now on to the game I said before. The Patriots in Miami versus Dolphins. Dolphins are 3-point home favorites here. I think we both agree on this, I would assume. I think this is a slam dunk pick. Dolphins -3.
No doubt. Probably great game. Probably going to be, I want to say close, but I don't want to say in the realm of 3 points. I want to say a 7 to 10 point game.
Give me the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are just better.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They beat them twice last year also. They were 2-0 against New England last year. And
I don't think that...
added Tyreek Hill. Give me the Dolphins all day. All day. Yeah. Kept most of their defense together. New coach. This is another game I think could just be outmatching. Like, who's covering Waddle and Hill on New England at the same? Like, who?
No one.
Lost J.C. Jackson. They don't have Gilmore anymore.
And they've had a very similar against the spread matchup within the last maybe 10 years. I think it's 13-13.
Yeah.
Or 2 or 5 years or so. I don't even know.
The Dolphins always play the Patriots close. It's weird.
Yeah, the spreads have been, it was from September 4th, 2019 to September 4th, 2020 to today. It was the New England Patriots have a 13-12-1 record against the spread at home between New England Patriots.
So the last 3 years? Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a little more accurate.
I just don't think the Patriots are going to be that good this year, man. Their roster's so bad.
No, I'm on Fins too.
Yeah,
and I said, better team, better ingredients, Papa John's.
Let's go.
Fins -3.
Papa John's don't sponsor us. All right, on to the next game here. The new look Jacksonville Jaguars.
This is going to be the grossest game.
I think I would. Yeah, by a million. The new look Jacksonville Jaguars going into Washington to play the Commies. Commies -3.5. Who we got? 8.
You know who I'm taking here. The Jags +3.5.
Really?
Carson Wentz has a passer rating of 78.1 with 180 yards in one game against the Jaguars at home in his career.
That's so
Carson Wentz will blow this game himself. I don't care how they could be up 13 fucking touchdowns. He'll throw 14 picks in a row to blow the game in the final 10 minutes.
Dude, so the game last year when they played the Jags in week 18, they lost to lose their playoff spot. Now,
they're horrible.
Carson Wentz stinks, but I'm going to take the Commies. I like the Commies. I don't know why.
The Jags team has only gotten better, and Carson Wentz has arguably went to a worse team.
He definitely went to a worse team. The Colts are definitely a better team than the Commies.
So it's just like, why in any they're going to be the worst team.
Jaguars are still going to suck, bro.
I don't think they're going to suck as bad as the Commanders at all. It's
probably
two different
not, but
ballparks.
I'm going to take the Commies at home.
Two different ballparks.
I'm going to take give me the Commies. So the thing is with Carson Wentz, he has games where he looks like the worst quarterback ever. Then he has 2-3 games a year where it's 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. You're like, what the fuck's going on? I'm going to say this is one of those games. Give me the Commies.
All right. Split again.
Yeah, another split. I don't think this next game will be a split. No. 49ers -6.5 on the road at the Chicago Bears. Another kind of a weird line, but Niners all day.
Niners. I think I wrote down, no stats needed. If Bears beat the Niners, I'll have an adult castration.
All right, I'm
so
going to hold you
put me to that. Yeah.
We're going to live stream it on our TikTok at First Inches Podcast.
Yeah. So if the Bears beat the Niners, Get the snippers out, OB. You're doing it personally.
I'll drive back down with a pair of hedge clippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to talk about this. This game is probably going to be an absolute massacre, right? Like, the Bears are so bad.
It's another game. Bad. It's like, why are you watching this game unless you're a 49ers fan?
Yeah, unless you're a fan of one of these two teams, there's no
It's like,
need.
yo, Hanson, keep it off the Octobox, buddy. I got better things to watch.
Yeah, I mean, this game's just no, I don't think we need to talk about this one. This game's going to be a blowout. That game's such a blowout. All right.
The next game, oh my God. Like, we're talking about putting forks in the eyes of
this next game
everyone in your family.
This
Browns
next game is another Dude,
Browns at Panthers. Panthers at -2.5. Like,
I'm taking the Panthers all day.
Did they just roll the dice? Did the Vegas odds makers roll the dice for the odds?
Yeah, I think so.
Who's favorite in this game?
Panthers -2.5 at home, right? I'm going to take the Panthers here. I'm going to take the home team in this game. I think Baker Mayfield's going to come out like an angry little elf and throw like 4 touchdowns and then finish the year 5-12. But this will be one of those 5 wins. Give me the Panthers.
I can't even say any of these teams will win this game. I'm going to call it draw.
This game is so gross, too.
I'm going to call draw.
I actually do think the Panthers win this game kind of handily, though. Dude, the Browns roster is not good.
I guess I'll take the Browns to be contrarian so we can match up differently on the...
Yeah, we don't have that many games in common, though, I feel like. In this later slate, I think we will, though. So...
But, I'm not even going to... I might take the L on this game personally and just not even vote.
Just take it as a loss, because no matter who
I'm going to take it as a loss.
Okay. Auto L for Green Bean on that.
I pass.
Pass.
That game doesn't exist. I'll be watching the XFL slate during that.
Dude, that's the last game I'm going to turn on the 1 o'clock slate. For sure. Last game of the early slate, we have another interesting divisional matchup. Colts -8.5 on the road against the Houston Texans. Who do you got? I think we both agree here. Colts with the points. I think this is a massacre, honestly.
My heart and brain say Colts. My penis says Texans.
So what are you going to go?
Let me explain. No. Let me explain. I'm going to take the Colts because I'm a smart man. But Davis Mills and Brandon Cooks are going to be a top-notch duo this year.
Yeah, I could see this game backfiring on both of us, honestly, but I'm going to take the Colts. I feel the Colts always shit all over the Texans, though.
In a little asterisk, I'm going to put Texans
Davis Mills. Sprinkle.
Yeah. I kind of even want... I'm going to do that game 1.
All right. I respect that. I don't think it's a terrible pick, honestly.
It's weird. It's very contrarian, and it's like...
It's a week. That's just a That's. I bet you. That's probably like a week 1 Survivor game that'll crush everyone. High key. You know, I'm gonna flip to the Texans. I convinced myself Texans now.
Honestly,
Texans
you know what we should do? We should have a first and inches survival pool.
Oh, that would be sick. We should
with
actually
our subscribers.
Do that. With anyone who wants to join.
Well, yeah, but like our subscribers get first access. Obviously.
Obviously, if you're subscribed, like and subscribe,
share.
Yeah, like, share, put it on your Twitter. All right, let's go on to the 4 o'clock games because I think this is the highlight. This 4 o'clock slate is the highlight of the Sunday for me. There's some absolutely beautiful games here.
This is the highlight of my day.
Yes,
I'll tell you that.
First game we're going to talk about 4 p.m. slate: Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers. Chargers -3.5. Chargers -3.5. Chargers all day.
Why?
I'm not high on the Raiders this year. I don't think their defense will be that good. I'm not really that high on the Chargers either, but I think they'll beat the Raiders here. At home. Herbert, I can see Herbert just torching them, bro. The Raiders secondary is not that good.
All fair points. I can't disagree on any of the points you make. But I'm going to add on and say Raiders +3.5. Carr rules. And he's the man. He's dog. He's Carr the Scar.
Carr the Scar. Carr the Star. I like Derek Carr too. I think the Chargers kind of handled them in week 1 here.
I mean, Raiders have covered the spread 25 times all time against the spread versus the Chargers on the road, and they've covered 6 out of the last 10.
I think on the road against the Chargers. Okay.
Yes. I think this trend continues also.
All right. I respect that. This is
Raiders have a better team.
No.
Than last year.
I thought you were going to say than the Chargers.
No.
They don't.
They have a better team than last year. Added an elite weapon in Devontae Adams.
And Chandler Jones.
We honestly, we didn't talk about how Devontae Adams and Derek Carr went to college together on our last podcast when I
that's pretty
professed
cool.
my love to him.
That's crazy.
So, I think this year is going to be like Derek Carr MVP, Saquon
you think this is
OPOY.
You think this is a Derek Carr season?
Derek Carr season, no doubt. So obviously I'm taking Raiders with the points here. Pretty biased. I'm a Derek Carr dick rider.
You do love yourself Derek Carr.
It's okay.
Next game, one we both agree on, I'm going to think. Packers on the road -2.5 at the Minnesota Vikings. Who do you like? I like
Vikings
the Vikings +2.5 here. Yep. Let's pull out some numbers on this. I mean, outside of the numbers, the Packers wide receiver group is going to be a massive question mark. No Devontae Adams. They got 2 rookies in there plus Sammy Watkins and Randall Cobb, right? Like, who knows? So, and then now you have the new coach on the Vikings, new offensive system. Guy comes from the Rams, kind of a whiz, allegedly.
Jay Jettas.
Yeah, you have Jettas and Cook. And then
no, that team is going to be nasty.
They beat Green Bay in Minnesota last year also with a better Green Bay team. And if you look since 2017, record-wise, not against the spread anything, the Vikings are 6-5-1 against the Packers since 2017.
That's an awesome stat to bring up because
and I feel like everyone always thinks this is like a lopsided matchup, and it's just not. Like every year, anytime the Vikings and Packers play,
it's the media.
Packers roll. Yeah, it's the media. It's going to be this game Vikings +2.5 all day. I'd buy it up to 3 if you want.
I'd even take the money line. I think this is a Vikings
I would probably
smackdown.
take the money line. I'd probably take the money line, honestly, in this situation. But we're giving out smarter picks. Take them with the points.
No, yeah, take them with the points. Sprinkle the money. That's a smart sprinkle, I think, in my opinion.
I agree. That's going to be a fun game.
Vikings all day.
Next
game, game of the week. America's game.
America's game. Giants on the road
at Titans.
Let's go. Giants 5.5-point road doggies. I'm gonna take. You know who we're taking here. If you watched any part of this podcast, you know who we're taking.
If we
Giants
took
plus
Titans,
5.5 all day,
they would.
Giants
they
money
would
line. Honestly, take the Giants to win.
Take the Giants to win the Super Bowl while you're at it.
I agree.
Get the line while it's hot.
We do have some numbers to back this up, right? I feel like we got a little bit of numbers to back this up.
Go at it.
And even outside of the numbers, the Titans, a lot of question marks this year, right? You trade A.J. Brown. Harold Landry just got hurt. You have Henry and Woods being 2 of your main skill guys, being older and coming off pretty significant injuries at this point in their career, right? I think this 5.5 is kind of a trap line to begin with. It's a weird line. Titans were the number 1 seed in the AFC last year, and the Giants sucked.
Titans are such a beatable team.
I know. I fully agree with you. What I think, an interesting stat I found, actually, we know Giants' new coordinator, Wink Martindale, loves his man blitzes, likes heat, right? So last year against man coverage, 6 or more rushers. Yeah, 6 or more rushers, man coverage. Ryan Tannehill was 11 for 19, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. It's not that good.
Wow. So I'm hoping we send the dogs all day at him. He can't handle it.
Like, I don't know if Burks is going to play a significant role week 1, right? That's not what it seems like from like the training camp and all the preseason reports about him. But I could be wrong. I like him a lot. I think he'll be a beast. But week 1, who knows?
Give it to week 3, maybe.
Right? Woods and Henry are old. Yeah, like the Titans now they have no Harold Landry. That's huge. Their secondary isn't that good. They were like the 6th worst passing defense in the league last year. One of the worst against slot guys, and all of our receivers are kind of like slot archetype guys. You know what I mean?
All
shorter, shiftier guys. Wandale, Tony,
man.
Shepard. Yeah, exactly.
No,
I think the Giants have an interesting matchup here.
Oh, totally. The Giants are honestly built to beat the Titans this year, which is weird. I wish Thibodeau was playing game 1 versus the Titans.
He might, right? Has anything come out on that? I thought they said there's a chance he plays week 1.
I'm not gonna put all my hopes into one basket.
I'm gonna hit a Google.
Let's
see.
Yeah, hit a Googs, but like
I'm hitting the Googs.
I'm not putting all my hopes into one basket here with Thibodeau.
I'd rather them hold him out week 1 than push him.
Yeah, I agree. But if he was there healthy, I think we'd have a better chance of stopping Henry.
Well, yeah,
if Henry doesn't have 150 yards, we win.
I agree. But that's a tough task. That's not easy.
Yeah.
Also. Well, Adam Schefter, when he tweeted when Thibodeau got hurt, he said initial test revealed that Kayvon Thibodeau suffered a sprained MCL, expected to sideline in 3 to 4 weeks. And the Giants are still hopeful he will be ready for their regular season opener versus the Tennessee Titans.
All right. Well,
so there's a chance. I'd rather them be safe. Yeah, I'd rather them be safe, though.
Don't ruin this young man's career over a game against
Still give me the
Titans.
Giants. Give me the Giants.
Yeah, I agree. Next game, Chiefs minus 3.5 at Cardinals.
Give me the Chiefs. I'm a Cardinals hater. I think the Cardinals are going to be a dumpster fire this year, and Mahomes is the GOAT. Chiefs all day. I don't need numbers to back this one up.
Yeah, I'll probably take Chiefs here too, but it's
I'm taking the Chiefs.
Trap line.
Yeah, it's a weird. I don't think I'm going to bet this game in all reality because this is a weird one. This game is going to be a slugfest. Probably. It's probably going to be a shootout. I'm excited to watch
James
this
Conner's
going
to have like 3 touchdowns or something weird.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun one, I think. But I would lean the Chiefs here.
Yeah, honestly, the things I'd rather do than bet this game.
This is not a game I would touch. No. Probably, no.
I'd probably wait and touch the Sunday Night Football game if I was really wanting to bet something.
Exactly. And for the Sunday Night Football game, Bucks minus 1.5 on the road against the Dallas Cowgirls. I think we both agree here. Bucks money line, right? I think a Bucks money line. Yeah,
or 1.5. I'll take.
I wouldn't even bother with the 1.5. I'd just take them to win. At that point.
Yeah, but if the lines are going to be the same, it doesn't really matter. Like
this is kind of a weird line too, but
the Cowboys are going to be so bad this year.
I agree. I think the Cowboys are going to stink. Give me the Bucks. And then
Monday Night Football.
We got a little Monday night game, right? This is a fun one. This is like the only time I think they could do this game and anyone would give a flying fuck, right?
100%. Legacy
Broncos,
game.
Yeah, Broncos minus 6.5 on the road in Seattle. Russ returning to the 12th man. What do you think? Who are you taking?
I'm taking Broncos country. Let's ride. I think Russ comes back home. I say he wins by exactly 7, by a touchdown, and they backdoor cover. Right. It's going to be a close game.
All right.
No chance it's a blowout. Broncos are being way too overhyped this season. Seahawks are not being talked about. I think they're being overhyped. I've seen them a lot of Super Bowl winners. I'm not on that train yet, but we'll see.
We'll see. I think they're going to be very good this year.
I think the Seahawks are being underhyped. I think Geno Smith could have a decent season throwing the ball to DK Metcalf and Lockett. They're 2 great receivers.
Possible. Their run game needs to work. They need to have a run game.
Yeah, I don't think Rashad Penny's going to have a great season.
Well,
but
they took Kenny Walker also.
Kenneth Walker, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, if Penny and Walker's an interesting backfield, if that's healthy, I think their offense could be interesting.
Kenneth Walker's such a classic Seahawks running back. He's going to get into that mix of Chris Carson.
Carson's out for the year. Carson's retired.
I know, but what I'm saying, he's going to get into that mix of,
I hope not.
There's no workhorse. They have no workhorse ever.
I know. Well, the thing is, Penny's so injury-prone, I think Walker's going to take a prominent role later in the year.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm taking Broncos here. I think it's the safer bet. But if you're trying to get crazy, Seahawks plus 6.5 is not a crazy bet.
I'm going to take Seahawks plus 6.5. Take the Monday night home dog here. I mean, this is probably the loudest Seattle's going to be all year because they're probably going to stink. And it's week 1 Monday night. Russ coming back right away. Seattle's going to be bumping. That place is going to be going crazy. I think they have the biggest home field advantage in the league, and you'll see it Monday night next week.
They're going to take Geno Smith to a new level.
Dude, they're going to elevate Geno Smith to stardom. Imagine.
I believe Geno Smith will be
I think he could be kind of serviceable.
I think he's going to be a serviceable quarterback this year.
I think he could be kind of serviceable, which is hysterical.
Our hot take?
No, I think that's a first Niches hot take. Geno Smith will be serviceable this year.
Like,
is it really a hot take? Yeah, bro, he was so bad.
if you're in a super flex fantasy league, is it crazy to say pick him up if you got balls?
Yeah, that's not a bad last round YOLO, right?
Right.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's not.
It's fun. Plus, you get to say, I beat you with Geno Smith in my starting lineup.
You just got Geno Smith.
I would take, if we're thinking late round dart throw in fantasy like that, I would rather go Mariota because he can run the ball, but it's a different conversation.
Yeah, we're talking about fantasy.
Yeah. I'm going to take Seahawks plus 6.5. Like I think this could look really idiotic, probably, because the Broncos are really good.
It's going to be a weird game.
I said, huge home field advantage. If Seattle gets their run game going, then it's going to be a lot closer than people think.
100%. I agree with you, buddy. But
yeah,
it's going to be a 7-pointer or lower. There's no way they win by more.
This game's going to be close. Yeah, it's going to be close. Yeah. That's week 1. Yeah, that's every game.
Yeah, so honestly, not that weird doing it on this Zoom platform kind of thing.
No, it's nice. Shout out to Riverside. Shout out to Anchor.
Shout out to Polish Seltzer.
Yeah, shout out to Dunkin' Donuts. So that was a nice little a new episode, new type of episode for the First Niche Sports Podcast. Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks for watching. Please support us more. Leave a comment, share
Follow
us
us
to
on
one of
social
your friends.
medias. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend.
Yeah,
tell one friend, they tell one friend, and then it's before you know it, bam, 100-something people.